Good people will go to hell. That's not clickbait. It's the truth that I wish someone would have told me years ago. Because for most of my life, I believed the opposite. I thought being a good person was my ticket to heaven. But then I found out I was wrong, dangerously wrong. I didn't need to go to church. I didn't need to read the Bible. I was a good person. I did good things. Surely God would let me into heaven. I mean, what kind of God would send a good person to hell? That was my mindset for years. And if I'm being completely honest, it was comforting until I found out it was a lie. See, I thought God was grading on a curve. As long as I wasn't like the bad people, then I'd be fine. But God's standard isn't better than most. God's standard is perfection. And James 2:10 says, if you keep the whole law and yet stumble at just one point, you are guilty of breaking all of it. And that's when I realized it didn't matter how many nice things I'd done. Just one lie or one lustful thought or one selfish motive, and it already failed. And here's the part that's hard to swallow. The cross is offensive because it tells me that I can't save myself. I remember one day helping someone move. I carried box after box, and I'm thinking, I'm a good guy. God must be pretty proud of me right now. But later that night, I realized I wasn't doing it out of love. I was doing it so people would think that I was the kind of person who helps. It was pride dressed up as kindness. Isaiah 64:6 says, our righteous acts are like filthy rags before a holy God. And that stings, because deep down, I wanted to believe that I was enough. For a long time, my biggest sin wasn't something obvious. It was believing that I didn't really need saving. I thought my good was good enough, but when I started to really read the Bible, I saw myself in every sinner that Jesus came to rescue. Prideful, reliant, quick to judge others while ignoring my own heart. And then it hit me. If God let good people into heaven, Jesus would never have had to die. I'm not going to heaven because I'm a good person, because I'm not. I'm a sinner. I'm flawed. I'm broken and in desperate need of grace. But Jesus took my place. He lived the perfect life that I never could. He fulfilled the law completely. He never sinned. And then he willingly took my punishment. On that cross, he paid for every sin that I've ever committed and every sin that I haven't committed yet. He died in my place so that I could live in his. And 3 days later, he walked out of that grave. That empty tomb is the proof that the debt is paid in full. Heaven isn't a reward for the good. It's a gift for the forgiven. And forgiveness only comes one way, through Jesus Christ. If you're like I was, trying to be good enough, I want you to hear me. You never will be. And that's the best news that you could hear all day. Because Jesus already was. He already did everything needed to make you right with God. All that's left for you to do is just to put your trust in him. Not in your works, not in your morality, not in your church attendance. In him. Romans 10:9 says, confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, and you will be saved. You don't get to heaven by being good. You get to heaven by being his. I'll see you in the next video.